Hey everyone, how's it going? What is up? It's me, Twister Windstalker, and I'm hoping you guys are having a blast on this Friday. Well, there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. Okay. So, let's start with Nintendo. One of my favorite console maker game people of all time. Yeah, sure, I play a lot more Xbox and PlayStation 4 nowadays, but I still have a Switch, and I'm enjoying the Switch because Nintendo has always been innovative, if nothing else, because, you know, that seems to be what Nintendo likes to thrive on nowadays, is innovation. And some of their innovations, like the Wii, is so innovative that other companies like the PlayStation create their own versions of the Wiimotes. Okay, you know, that's all fine and dandy and handy and all this because, you know, why not? Because, you know, if you're going to be innovative and, you know, you're got the patent for something and it won't go away for 20-something years, then you know, why not have somebody make their own version of something you already made? That's fine. The Wii U. Nintendo thought the gamepad, the ginormous thing that came with the Wii U that 98% of everybody didn't like, and it so went out of style months after the Wii U launched, and people were highly disappointed that you had to have the Wii U to play, let's say, 90% of the games out there. I don't really know how many games out there you can actually use the Pro controller with, which I wish I had bought a Pro controller, to be honest with you, because that would have been a good investment. I could have probably got a lot more enjoyment out of the Wii U if I had the Pro controller. Maybe I still can go get the Pro controller. Heck, I don't know. Now, the thing that I find very intriguing that Nintendo is doing, but personally don't see me, and I've heard that the price is $70. I don't know how much it actually is going to be. It could be $70, Nintendo could sell it for $60, whatever. But Nintendo has this thing called Labo, I think is what it is, in which you buy these games that come with these cardboard kits, and the two kits it showed, one, it looks like a backpack you wear with some string attached, where you control this robot on the Wii. Or not the Wii, but the Switch. Sorry, gotta switch gears here. Okay. And then they have a fishing one, a piano one, and all these other kits that they show. And it's basically cardboard that you put together. You put the Wiimotes, Joy-Cons. We gotta switch over to the right product. Joy-Cons into these cardboard things, along with some of them, I guess, the Switch itself. And that's how you use these cardboard things. Like the fishing one, you put at least one of the Joy-Cons in it, and then you pull this handle that's a fishing pole, and it has a string, and it's a fishing simulator. And of course, since the Joy-Con has the accelerometer and all that other stuff in it, you know, I can see that working. But I was sitting here watching the official Nintendo video of this thing, thinking, why? I mean, I know I went to the point of saying that Nintendo is innovative, but I don't know if this crossed the lines of innovation or this is just right at innovation. Either way, you get cardboard, you put it together, you put at least one Joy-Con in it, and then you can play these games. I'm not sure exactly how the piano thing is going to work, because it actually showed the person playing keys on the piano, these cardboard keys, and it was working. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to work. That's pretty intriguing. But it's like, okay, so Nintendo's getting all these ports. They're, getting Bayada, and all these other ports. And, and it looks like the only original thing Nintendo's putting out is this Lebo stuff. Unless they put out Smash, Prime 4, Pokemon, games I actually wouldn't mind buying. But Labo? Cardboard things you put together and put the Joy-Cons in? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Because it's innovative, yes. It could be aimed toward kids. Of course, I don't know what age range, from maybe 6+, because I don't know any other kids younger than 6. There might be some that can actually put this cardboard stuff together. It didn't look like it. Some of the stuff looked like the robot pack and the arms and everything with the strings looked a little more complicated. That maybe a 6-year-old may not be able to do, and it may be aimed more for a 12-year-old. I don't know what the market is, because it didn't say what the market was. But some of the assembly is probably going to have to be done by an adult. Which, okay, fine, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that's adult assembly required. And I'm thinking, okay. But it's like, wow. Really, Nintendo? Your innovation. I mean, I know Nintendo probably wants to branch off because they're still mad because their Wii U didn't sell well. Which, I find it interesting. I bought, and this leads into another thing I want to talk about, since we're talking about Nintendo here, is, okay, so, they want to branch out. And instead of keeping, because as far as I know, you can't get it on the Switch, which Nintendo should probably relaunch this on the Switch somehow. I don't know how they would have to do it like the Xbox and PlayStation is doing it, where they relaunched Zombie, which was originally called Zombie U because it was an exclusive zombie game for the Switch, or the Wii U, sorry. Gotta switch back here now. And I played it on the Switch, or the game. Oh, let's get this right. I played it on the Wii U, where the gamepad itself was your map, backpack, everything. And I was thinking, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm glad I bought it. It's one of, 6 Wii U games I actually have physical copies of. While I basically downloaded the old school stuff Nintendo put out 30-something years ago, 25, 30 years ago. So I bought this. Thought it was innovative. I thought the gamepad could be a little obnoxious and in the way and everything. But now Xbox and PlayStation has it. And I'm currently trying to download it because I'm still trying to download Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal, and the extra content since I got it. The excellent, deal on Far Cry's. I already own a copy of Far Cry 3 that came with Far Cry 2 and Blood Dragon, I think, was the 80s animation thing. I gotta get that copy back from my cousin. But I do have another copy of Far Cry 3 that I can, start play, whatever. I just won't have the extras. And I have gotten, games I already own for free before. But, they want you to buy this. And why buy it when I actually own it? And I can just put the disc in, it copies an image, and then the disc is the key. Okay, big deal, whatever. So, I'm re-downloading Zombie U, or Zombie, for the Xbox. Because it's a free game for the Xbox. And I'm curious to see how it functions, because the gamepad with your book bag, your map, your everything. And yes, I have watched gameplay footage, and it has a little map in the right hand corner, and you have to open up your book bag. But the thing is that when you opened up your book bag on the Wii U, the game didn't stop, because the book bag and everything was right there. You didn't have to pause the game or any of that. You just, boom, time didn't stand still. You just had to make quick decisions and go with it. So, from the videos I've seen, the Xbox, PlayStation version, and if they possibly decide to release it on the Switch, who knows, will seem to be a lot easier on those consoles than it is on the original version, because everything felt like it was. I'm waiting to download it so I can test this theory, but on the Wii U it seemed like everything was in real time and you had to make decisions quick. And this game, it seems like you open the book bag and time pauses, and you can't be attacked by zombies or anything. You just, can just go, just pause, go. But I have to put that to a test. And I played about 30 minutes of Far Cry 4. It was excellent so far. Can't wait for the rest of it to download so I can play the rest of it, because I'm going to stream the rest of it. I can't wait to play Primal. And everybody's like, oh, I heard that Primal wasn't that good of a game. Well, what intrigues me most about it is that, and I would love Nintendo to get these games, and maybe have like, according to the Xbox, 4 is like 24 gigs. Primal is like 18 gigs. And I don't know how much 3 is, or Blood Dragon, or those. But that's to say that since it's an Xbox 360 game, Far Cry 3, that it's less than a gig. Maybe 2 gigs. The expansion, Blood Dragon, let's just call it 2 gigs. So let's just say that the entire series, because I can't remember, I think the original Far Cry was PC only. But let's just say the entire series comes out, and that the entire thing, just, calling it out, because I would love to see this on Nintendo, is 50 gigs for everything. Which may be a bit much, maybe not. And it could be one of those things, you buy the cartridge and then you have to download the rest. I mean, they did that with NBA, NBA 2K18 or something, where you bought the game and then oh my god, you have to have an SD card because you got to download the rest of this game, because we decided not to buy the cartridge that hold the most, so you got to download the rest. Fine, whatever. So, that would be an awesome game to have for the Nintendo. I'd love to see Far Cry on. I don't know if it will ever happen, but that would be awesome. I don't see why it couldn't happen. Because, I mean, Nintendo already has a version of Rocket League, Stardew Valley. So, I mean, and they're getting ports of other games, so I don't see why this couldn't happen. And I know I'm straying away from the whole Nintendo is innovative thing. Okay, so let's get back on that for a second. So, Nintendo is trying to be innovative with its cardboard stuff. Instead of just selling you a plastic accessory that you just snap the Joy-Con in. Like the steering wheel accessory, which I already have a steering wheel accessory for the Wii. And you can't, I guess you technically could use, or you can use, connect it into the Joy-Con and use it as a steering wheel that way, or use the Joy-Con itself as a steering wheel. But instead of going the way that the Wii U went, where you buy these plastic molds and you snap them in, and that's your fishing rod, because I remember the fishing rod that the Dreamcat had, and that thing was pretty tight. I mean, instead of going that way, they're going with cardboard. I don't get the appeal. I may, and if I do, I will definitely post a video, buy one of the kits, both for the kits maybe, I don't know, just to try it out, to see what the appeal is, to see how hard it is to set up and everything. But I just don't get the appeal to this. Nintendo trying to be innovative, yes, okay. Oh look, the duck is walking across the ice. That's kind of, I was hitting it with my defense stick earlier. And where I was hitting it, because I didn't hit it over here close to that, that was pretty solid. I mean, I was knocking off chunks. But that's some pretty solid ice. Because even where it looks like it's the weakest, the ducks still can walk across it. And ducks are what, 20, 50 pounds, whatever. So, yeah. So, with Nintendo trying to be creative, which, okay, are innovative, okay, I like it. I wish they would hurry up and come out with a Metroid Prime 4 or Smash Brothers or, you know, something. Another Zelda game other than the port of Breath of the Wild, you know. Something good. But okay. And this is coming out for 2018. And let's get back over to this release date stuff. So God of War was supposed to come out February something, and now it's coming out March. It's like, really? And then Far Cry was supposed to come out February, but they moved it. No, I think Far Cry is March, and God of War is June, which isn't even the first quarter, and they're still saying first quarter of 2018. No. June is part of the second quarter, because, 3 months. March is considered still the first quarter. And July is still considered second quarter. So, anyway. So, I want God of War. I want the new Far Cry. And then Nintendo is supposed to be coming out with some really excellent games. So, it's like, what do I do? Because there's a lot of excellentness. And then, of course, my Xbox Live is supposed to come out in March. Okay, so the beginning of March, I think it is, my Xbox Live is supposed to come out. I, for some reason, can't get my PlayStation to switch over to yearly, so it's monthly, so it's costing me a lot more. Nintendo is supposed to be charging $20 for their stuff now. Come on, Nintendo. Why charge people? You've always been free. Why charge? Anyway, I think that's long enough, Rant, because it's going on 20 minutes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave comments down below, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.